After the recent trading session, the most traded stock were ECOBANK ETI with a volume of 381,000 shares. SONATEL with over 76,000 shares was also very actively traded. And while the most important growth came from the SOGB-CI that gained 15.4% due to sales on volumes following the small rubber price increase and despite the appreciation of the euro. Joining us for some thoughts on the BRVM is Kadi Fadika-Coulibaly to give us some thoughts on that market. She is the CEO of Hudson's & Co. Kadi, thank you so much for joining us on this Day of Love. I want to get your thoughts first of all on SONATEL's numbers. They did come out. We did see earnings up about 11%. How did the market react to that stock since that number was released on Tuesday?
Well, the market reacted very well. We've seen volume picking up. As you can see already for the week to date, we have over 76,000 shares that was traded. So the market was actually expecting, so we are not seeing a big price growth because the market was expecting good results from SONATEL, right. But the volume is actually it's more liquid, yes.
Okay, what about buying opportunities across the boards right now? The market has started the year pretty well, as has the Ghana market and of course in Nigeria. But where are the opportunities in the market right now for you?
The opportunities in the market are in the banking industry. You have to know that Cote d'Ivoire, the leading country of the region, is coming out of the war. So everybody is expecting various sectors like distribution to pick up. But first, we will see the banking sector with all the financing going through infrastructure. The banks will be the first to profit from that. And in that, we are looking at the BNP affiliate, BICICI, which is expected to have a revenue growth of 22%. After banking, we should be looking at agro-industrial sector, which is the strength of the region and the strength in Cote d'Ivoire. So it's the usual suspect that you'll find in rubber and palm oil, but first rubber because of the export, and the selection on that would be SOGB.
Of course, after all the positive news around the economy last year with the deal to address the debt and etc. and things like that, what's the investor perception of the opportunity going forward on the BRVM for the rest of this year?
Well, everybody is trying to get. Some investors are trying to get exposure on the BRVM. Since you know as well, it's not the most liquid market that you could find. A good way to get exposure on the market is through the debt. And you can see that $3 billion US is being exchanged from the various states. And that's only in T-bills. And you also have the bonds. And these states are trying to raise more money through the international investors by getting the market more liquid and improving custody. So it's a market to look for. It should pick up for actually this year.
Well, clearly, for anyone looking for exposure into that market, they will be looking at the currency. And what's your outlook for the CFA franc over the rest of this year? Do you think it's likely to be stable, or are we likely to see more weakness going forward?
Well, it's likely to be stable. The CFA franc is pegged to the euro, so whatever the euro is doing, it's doing at the time. It's going up, and we hope it's going to stay that way for the debt. Although it should be stable.
What type of yields, though, can investors expect if they're looking at buying debt in the region?
We are looking at 7.5% on a currency that is fairly stable and low inflation. Inflation is around 2.53%.
Right.
So it just, yes.